Rolling.
I can't do it now. Start.
What? I had it. Can you wait?
David, you're turning. Oh shoot, is he turning 25 or
25?
Delete this video. It's terrible.
Oh, hey, David. How are you doing? It's your birthday, huh? It's so sad I couldn't be there to help you celebrate. One of my earliest memories of you is in a scene not too much like this. One moment. Oh, gross. It was Modesto, your senior year. We met in the bathroom like that. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, David, it's your 25th birthday. I just want to wish you a happy one, and I really appreciate your friendship over the years. I think you're a great guy, a great pastor, and a great leader. Keep doing what you're doing, and God.
25?
Quarter century.
Oh yeah, I read it wrong. I just wanted to say that one of my favorite times of being with you is when we have gone on the senior retreats in Sun River, and I loved how you would share your story and your passion for why you really want young adults to connect with the ministry, because you've had you've seen people go away from the Lord and from the church and from fellowship, and then you would get really tender and maybe shed a tear, and you know that's my love language. So I just really appreciate your heart and passion specifically for young adults, and it really shows that you are a young adult and you care about your people. And I'm just wish you a happy birthday, and I just love you a lot, and thanks for being our pastor and teammate in this ministry.
Happy birthday. Man, I can't believe you're turning 25. Way to go with the High Life Ministry. Your wife, Kristen, is really awesome. Wait, Joel, who's this video for? Wait, I thought you said this was for Mark.
David, I hope you have a great birthday. You're really great, and I really appreciate you and how you've been a really big part of mine and Zach's life. I love that we get to be the first that you got to marry, and I just appreciate you. You're really great and awesome. So thanks, and have a great day.
David, you're a real classy guy. You got good style. Hope your birthday is as classy and stylish as you are.
A memory I have with David, even when David's not with me, is how we always get confused for being each other. Whether he's leading worship and people come up and say, "Hey David, thank you for an amazing worship set," or when you get questions about the High Life Ministry. Those are many questions that I get. You also have some really cute kids, David. Let me just tell you.
I remember my first memory of you was on our missions trip to Tacoma, where during a church service I was called in because a parent had confiscated a bulletin with some hideous drawings on it. And as I researched with a couple of the guys, I found out that they called you Asian Dave, which I was surprised that you were okay with. But that just is typical of you. You go with the flow. You love others well, regardless of the abuse that you take. I hope you have a great birthday.
David, my favorite memories with you come from the Armory, mostly involving shenanigans with Jared and Chad, namely throwing things at Jared and hearing him shriek, and stealing Chad White's microwaved burritos.
Here in my living room, just got my 2 Star Wars posters here. You know what I like a lot more than these Star Wars posters, though? Is you, David. In all seriousness, David, you're one of my best friends. One of my oldest memories of you, probably the oldest one, was my first day of Sun Life when I was in 6th grade. And you were there. You were still an 8th grader, technically. And you befriended me and a bunch of my friends. And honestly, I don't know if I would have felt comfortable going to Sun Life again if it weren't for someone like you, being so kind and reaching out to us with that friendship. And it's crazy that I continued to talk to you all through, middle school, high school, college, and now here 12 years later.
Hey David, remember that one time when you and Kelsey were having a little date and then I came up next to you in my car and said yeah, that was great.
Happy birthday, David. You are the most quality of friends, and you care well for those whom you call friend. And a couple things I'll always remember with you is slap box fighting and going and buying a really, really expensive guitar.
So the day I knew I was going to cry, the day that first time that I heard his heartbeat, that was a wonderful time.
So the first favorite memory was when he was a little guy. He got his, what was it, a paper airplane?
Styrofoam airplane.
A styrofoam airplane caught up in the trees. And the trees were pretty high, and he was concerned about losing that plane, and that was one of his favorite things. And do you remember how old he was?
Probably about 4 or 5.
4 or 5. And so he said something really interesting. He said, "Daddy, let's just pray and let God shake it and bring the plane down." And so we did. He did. And was it that day or was it the next day?
Morning.
The next morning we came out and the plane was down.
There was a time when we were at the park right there by our house, and he would ride on this little, we call it the tough trike, and he just rode all over the place with that. Well, there was a group of older boys, and they were looking up at this arbor, and he asked them, "Oh, what's wrong?" And they said, "Oh, their toy got stuck in there." And he goes, "That's okay." He goes, "Let's pray." And he was only about 5 years old, and these boys were, I think, in middle school, and so it was the cutest thing. And that's David.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. I hope you get everything you want for your birthday.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David. Have a good birthday. Have a good birthday.
Hey, David. Happy birthday. Congratulations on continuing to exist. My advice for you, Michael, is continue to have birthdays, because it's a proven thing that the more of them that you have, the longer you live. So continue to not die. And thank you for the person that you are, the way that you treat people. I really appreciate you and the manner that you make other people feel by the way you talk to them and the way you treat them. So I hope your birthday is as kind to you as you are to others. And for you, luckily, that's a good compliment. I just called my own compliment good. Whatever, I suck at this. Happy birthday, man. I'll see you soon.
David, happy birthday, and thanks for being one of the coolest guys that I know, and for always being an encouragement in my life, and for me to pursue art and my dreams and just being a better person. Thank you. Bye.
David, happy birthday. One thing I really appreciate about you is your persistence in helping me and a lot of other people pursue their dreams, and I don't think that I would have been as diligent with learning piano if you hadn't really encouraged me. And one thing that I think will stick in my mind forever is at Adventure Camp when you helped me learn the line for Jesus We Love You, but it took like an hour and a half for me to learn it, when all it is and I really appreciate that, and I hope you have a great birthday because you deserve it and you're a wonderful human.
I even say, like, how do I even approach her and ask her out? Hey David, remember that time where we were sitting here and it was right before I asked Greta out and you knew we were becoming a thing and you wanted to come and like help me like understand what to do? Man, that's just a great example of how you've been a mentor in my life and like how you speak into my life and like help me do stuff and push me over the edge and doing good things.
You're one of the like kindest, sweetest men I have ever known. There's so many qualities that you have that I wish I possessed. I've learned so much from you about being a follower of Christ, and I'm proud to call you not just like a mentor, but one of my best friends.
David, dude, 1/4 century, that's awesome. Way to go. Man, I appreciate your friendship a lot, and the way that you have to say things that are really profound truths. You have a way of saying things and expressing ideas that I really connect with, and I appreciate that. And you love your friends well. You love your family well, and you love your people well. You love Kelsey well. It's really a pleasure to see that in your life, and dude, yeah, you exude a kind of maturity that guys our age don't have all the time, and so I appreciate that about you, and want to encourage you with that. Man, thanks for being who you are there and letting the Lord lead you.
My favorite time and memory with you was spending that year with you, getting you ready to take over the young adult ministry. That was just invaluable for me. I benefited hugely from just the conversations we had of processing information, how and why we do ministry the way we do, and how can we do it better. You're one of the best tacticianists as far as ministry goes I've ever met. Just your thoughtfulness and carefulness and intentionality really sharpened me. And I hope that you benefited from that time as well, learning how to do ministry together. But all I see is that you are completely gifted by God to do a very beautiful ministry, which I see you doing. I'm super proud of you, and hope you just have an awesome day.
You truly serve with a genuine and joyful heart, and you constantly seek truth and knowledge and aren't afraid to ask hard questions and do the work to answer them.
You, David, are very humble. Way to go. I don't know how to make this sincere on my end. David's a very sincere guy. He would do way better at this than I would. He would make it feel like it means what it actually should. Because I want it to sound like sincere and heartfelt, and he knows how to do that. I don't.
Okay, something that I really like about David is that he loves Kelsey really well, and he's very proud and supportive of her, and is always like, nope, can we redo that? I'm like trying to find some way to say this and I keep missing it. Just use that. He loves Kelsey really well, and I like that.
Happy birthday, Mr. Thayton. I so cherish our relationship and the times that we've spent together. You know, little things over long periods of time make a big impact, and that has been true of my relationship with you as we've just continued to get coffee together and catch up and talk every month or so, or whatever it might be. I just really have benefited from my relationship with you as you've listened and, you know, been attentive to me, and I've enjoyed getting to walk through life and different things with you as well. So I just really enjoy our friendship. I'm happy for you. I think that you are a very genuine, a teachable, humble person, and you really deeply care about other people. And those are the attributes that I think I admire most about you. You're in tune with what God wants, and you want to serve Him. You fear Him more than others, and I really appreciate that about you.
I'm so thankful for how well you love me and take care of me and love other people around you. You're really thoughtful and really sweet and caring, and I really like that about you. I also am impressed by how well you put up with our cat, because he's the worst.
Happy birthday, Taylor. Kevin. David. Hey, happy birthday, seriously. You've been a great friend. I appreciate it. You've been a friend who's shared a lot of wisdom to me. You've been someone who's been there to listen as well as give advice. Thank you for that.
David, one thing that I seriously appreciate about you is your intentionality in your friendship with me. You are not afraid to be both an encourager to me and also someone to speak truth when I need to hear it, and to call me to be a better man. And I look up to you in so many ways. You're incredibly responsible and kind and fun to be around. And most of all, you love Jesus, and I appreciate your example, and I love our friendship, and hope this is a wonderful birthday for you.
So, I hear it's your birthday. First off, I'd like to say happy birthday. 25, pretty awesome. I want to tell you some things I really appreciate about you, David. And one of those things is that you are a really good friend to my sons, especially this one, Michael, and this one. And I believe that you know this one too. I also love that my grandkids love you, and you know them and are so nice to them, and I guess that kind of leads into who you are as a man, as you're just a genuinely nice, kind, thoughtful, and sensitive, not overly sensitive, but I'm just saying you're sensitive to the needs of others around you, and that's an amazing quality. Something that I think that not just me, but the rest of the people that we work with and the people you minister to, it's pretty amazing that you will model that for them. You care about people, you care about the lost, you care about your community.
You are a man of God.
Enough said.
And finally, David, like Paul in Romans 1:17. David, newsflash, I misquoted scripture. It is not Romans 1:17, but Romans 1:16. I am so sorry for adding to or taking away, because we know that's wrong. Deuteronomy 4:2, Deuteronomy 12:32, Proverbs 30 verse 6. My goodness, Galatians 1:6 through 9, and let's don't forget 1 Corinthians 4:6. Oh, and then Revelation 22, 18 through 19. We neither add nor subtract from Scripture. David, enjoy the rest of your day. Just don't ever misquote Scripture. Praise God. I love you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you.
We love you.
Love
Happy
you, David. Happy
birthday.
birthday. Bye.
And I really appreciate how you lead the ministry and how you care so much about not only the students but the leaders, and you regularly check up on us, and you just really seem like you care, and we appreciate that, and we really love you. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, David. I'm so happy that you're in my life and we're friends, and I'm just so proud of you when I think about the kid that came from Southern California to the man you are now. The Lord's done an awesome work in your heart and your life. I'm excited to see what He continues to do in the next 25 years as you grow in your love for Him, your knowledge for Him, your love and passion for Kelsey and your family. I couldn't be more blessed to be your friend and to have you in my life. So happy birthday. I hope the next 25 years is infinitely better than the first, and I'll see you soon.
David is a good wife to Kelsey.
David's a good wife to Kelsey?
David is a good husband to Kelsey.
He's a good leader. Remember that time we met in the bathroom?
I feel like David could write a book. I feel like that's something he would do.
Yeah,
Do it, David. Write a book.
Or you could make me some pizza.
In the next 25 years, I think you should write a book. I think you're a gifted writer, a really good thinker, and a lot of people would benefit from the stuff you got to say. So I think that'd be sweet. I don't know what it would be about, but you'll figure it out. Anyway, appreciate you. Glad that you're 25 and that we get to walk through life together. Happy birthday. Yeah.
In the next 25 years, I would like to see David have some babies with Kelsey and write a book.
What I would hope for you for the next 25 years of your life, it's a big chunk, but I would pray that you would grow in your relationship with Jesus, that you would know Him more, that you would serve Him, that you would be a man after His own heart, that you would grow in your love and enjoyment of your family, as that changes, as your life stages change and you move into this next phase, and that you would walk in the good works that God has prepared for you as far as your ministry, and that as you've set some over the last several years and continuing to do so, you continue to prepare and learn and grow as you will continue to do. I just pray and hope that you will serve Jesus well in whatever capacity that might look like, and continue to change and move over the next phase of your life. So happy birthday, David. Hope that you have an awesome day, and just very, very thankful for our friendship.
Create your own fair trade clothing store online. Etsy, yeah.
No.
Online. Call it DT's Threads.
So that they can get girls and go on dates.
Yeah.
DT Threads.
Dating Threads. Young men's, something to do with the makeover of young high schoolers to college-age kids, helping them dress like men.
Dress like men.
Dress
DT Threads. Dress like men.
We have a company. We have a company. It is amazing. Very wise, very sincere. That is David Thayton, trademark of DT Threads. Clothes for men.
Over the next quarter century of your life, you should probably have kids. Maybe. It's up to you guys, really, to figure that out. So, but yeah, no, you should. I'm gonna decide that right now, that you're gonna have kids, you're gonna raise a family, and you're gonna take on that challenge, the challenge of supporting them, of being the leader of that family, as you've been a leader to a great many people, David. So, thank you.
In the next 25 years, I want to see you make use of your unique perspective, whether that be through writing or through continued communication of contextualizing the gospel in a unique way that is so beautiful, how you can connect the current church with the future of the church. That's a huge passion of mine, and I see that you have it in you, and so I hope that you're able to proliferate your influence. And maybe that means you leading your own church someday, or you write a book, or you just continue to cultivate an empowered community of people who are dynamic and on fire for Christ. Love you, David. Proud of you. Happy birthday.
David, the things that I'd like to see you do in the next 25 years are these. I'd like you to have about 4, 5, or 6 kids with Kelsey. Also, I'd like you to buy a Tesla at some point. I think those are the most important things I'd like to see you do in the next 25 years.
There's a lot of great things, David, that I appreciate about you, but in your quiet way, you have a way of affecting a lot of people, and you have, and I believe that you'll be doing that for the rest of your life. So in 25 years, it's going to be no surprise to me if you're doing the same thing that you're doing right now. Who knows how or in what context, but loving people, serving others, being a good husband, taking care of your family, and just being a discipler and a mentor. So happy birthday. I hope today and the season around your time here at 25 is filled with all the best things in life. So glad to be able to partner with you in so many things, and Lord bless.
I don't know what the future holds for you, David, in the next 25 years, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see the journey.
Hey David, I know this isn't an Elliot, but an Elliot's what I want you to have in the next 25 years.
David is a complete revolution in appearance and capability. What makes David so unique is the remarkable precision with which he's been built. He is so simple, so clear, and yet truly extraordinary. I think we are now at a compelling beginning of our most popular product, the David 25.
Hey David, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun to make. But before we start the happy birthdays, I wanted to show you something else that I really enjoyed making for you.
Happy birthday, David.
Love you, David. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, David. Happy birthday, David.
And also, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, David! Happy birthday, David! Happy birthday, David!
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, you're welcome.
Happy birthday. No, it's not for you.
Happy birthday, David!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Can you say happy birthday?
She hates things.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David. Hope your day is great.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David.
David, I'm so amazed by all you've done in just 25 years of life so far. I'm so proud of you and all that you accomplish and just who you are as a person. I love how silly you can be. You make me laugh all the time, and I'm constantly impressed by how hard you work and how humble you are and how you always know that it's okay to keep changing and improving as a person, and you're always willing to work to make things better. Some of my favorite memories together are just when we've been able to go on vacations and just hang out and relax in the sun or ride bikes in the freezing cold. I just love spending time like that, and it's really fun. I am so excited to see what you do in the next 25 years and then hopefully more. And just excited that I get to be the one that is there with you during those years. And I just hope you feel really loved today, because you are, and you're amazing.